Well, if we are, aloha, Mother Fathers. Welcome in. Live edition, special Saturday edition of the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast. If you're wondering why, it's because I feel like death. Luckily, the man to my left doesn't. Double A Anthony Alfred with me, as always on the show.
Maybe. We'll see next week. I did not realize, but if any of you are sick now, be prayers to you. Because
I'm on the downside now.
Yeah.
But, like, Tuesday night through Friday were pretty fucking difficult.
And it was doing your holiday too.
I didn't get to do Christmas. I had to stay home, so I didn't get to go to my mom's for Christmas. Yeah, that sucked. It's been a rough couple days, man, but we're here.
I'm glad you're getting better. So I am paying attention. I am putting out, since we are live, because we have a ton of stuff to get through in this next hour and some change. Putting out the link here.
Yeah, if you're looking for a 2.5-hour episode today, you're shit out of luck. One, I don't have the energy to do it. And two, he's got things that are more important, like other shows and shit. So, sorry. Hate to break it to you.
You're fine. And Inside S Network, thank you again for tuning in. Kyle was a part of the coverage.
Yeah, that was the last moment I actually felt halfway decent. Was that Monday or Tuesday?
That was Monday.
Yeah, like Monday
Kevin
night.
Stefanski took your spirit away.
Yeah, I guess he just sucked the soul out of me. No, yeah, Monday night was when it started kind of turning down, and then Tuesday was the full-on nosedive. I think when John Harbaugh got fired, that's really when everything just went to shit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, but I'm surprised Kellen Moore still has a job, but that's neither here nor there.
It's very weird to see the Baltimore Ravens tweet, "We just completed an interview with Kevin Stefanski."
No, they got out of the way quick.
Yeah.
They're not going to hire him. You're out of your damn mind. Though he does fit the age profile. He could be the coach for the next 18 years, and it'll be right around Harbaugh's age when they fire him because he underachieves one season.
Oh, sorry. Hold up. As you can see, our stream is live, so sorry.
He's just testing his phone. Again, this is a common thing for us. And, of course, another common thing for us has been someone who's been with us for the past, almost 2 years now. Of course, don't forget to follow us on all the social medias. And, hey, if you don't like looking at us, which is understandable, especially today, I try to do my best to look presentable, but let's be honest, not the best right now. You can listen to us on any of the broadcasting apps there, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Odyssey, all the good stuff. But our friend Mike Fabert from State Farm, a great friend of the program for us, and can do a lot for you when it comes to insurance across the board. But who better to tell you than Mike himself?
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do, is to truly help people get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure, but if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
well, I know you said the joke, hey, we locked the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right. Pete learned how to count in the break. That was fun.
We got a special, well, actually, it ain't a special announcement. We'll tell you right now. Mike Fabert will be here in studio next week. He'll be here to not only talk about all the stuff that he talked about in the interview. Number one. Number two, we'll film new stuff. And number three.
Yeah. So I don't get cut off in the fucking promo anymore.
We'll film new stuff. And number three, he's in a match next weekend, which we'll talk about in just a moment. If you're joining us live, in about 10 minutes, probably less than that, honestly, probably 5 minutes from now, we're going to talk about the big news from yesterday. Drew McIntyre winning the undisputed WWE Championship We'll talk about that in 5
They
minutes.
pulled the trigger for a different 40-year-old. How about that?
How about that?
Is your 40 yet? I don't know. He's got to be close. I mean, I know he started when he was like 21, but like I feel like he's got to be upper 30s, low 40s at this point.
I mean, the Triple H basically said, "We'll give you a title change, just not the one you asked for."
Well,
I don't have a problem with them changing hands, but we'll talk about
We'll
it.
get into it, yeah.
Trick Williams is my favorite promo of the week. He is a superstar. If you did not watch NXT at all, NXT viewers knew that already, and now everyone knows that he is a superstar. Take a look at this clip. This is our promo of the week, brought to you by Netflix and what else? USA Network and the WWE. Take a look.
Every single week, another star comes out here and they say it's going to be their year. I don't care nothing about none of that.
Okay.
Let's be real. In case you ain't noticed, a new star has arrived, and his name is Trick Williams.
Move that man.
1-800-WHOOP that trick is in the building. Now, later on in that promo, Trick Williams proceeded to smack the microphone off of Randy Orton's hands.
That was a hell of a slap.
And allegedly might have hit a fan.
It's Germany. Who cares?
Yeah.
They deserve it, right?
He'll be fine. Cody, by the way, grabbed somebody's Coca-Cola, and used it on Drew McIntyre during the match last night.
See, that's the problem. Like, we're already sweaty. I don't want to be sticky, too.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if you get, like, a water or, like, maybe, like, a Prime or something like that, because it's a sponsor, and do it. Because, like, Prime, I feel like, wouldn't be as sticky as, like, a Pop.
Yeah.
God. And it's, like, the good shit. Because in,
I
like,
know.
Europe, they still probably have, like, the pure, like, sugar, like, Pop and all that stuff. So it's probably a really good Coke, too. So if I'm that fan, I'm pissed.
Yeah. And you probably... Let's be real. You really think WWE comped that fan for a Coke? No. Probably not. No. That was a full cup.
Cody signed the cup afterwards and gave it back to him.
Yeah.
It's all bent up and shit.
Unbelievable. Trick Williams. Superstar.
We talked about like him being like the super senior in NXT and taking so long, and then the TNA run too. I think he really needed it. I think you mentioned this a couple weeks ago too, just being able to build even more onto this character and kind of lead a promotion. Now technically lead two different promotions for a stretch. He's ready. I think he feels like he really is ready. We know that Oba is going to be on the way too. And it feels like now with everything going on Smackdown, that door is wide the fuck open for who can be champion going into WrestleMania. After WrestleMania, the door is just not even propped. It's like just wide.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes him. I mean, the way he's been able to just kind of stand out early on in this run, a couple weeks in, and he's interrupting Randy Orton. He's, he got a big win after this promo too. He's going to be in that singles match next week. I think, who was it against?
Oh man,
there's like 4 singles matches.
Yeah.
Randy and Miz is one. I think it's Matt Cardona and
It
Trick
might
Williams,
be.
which that's unfortunate for Matt. I kind of wanted to see him get into like the Fatal 4-Way just to, push him through because he's been great in his arrival back. But no, Trick is I know Solo and Solo's in one. There's 4 different matches.
Ton. Yeah.
And they're going to do a Fatal 4-Way at Saturday night's main event to see who faces Cody. I think it's like Solo and or Sammy and somebody or whatever. I'd imagine Sammy's going to leave that and go to face Drew at Saudi Arabia just because at Rumble, because it's Sammy and Saudi. But,
Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
Trick will face Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
So the 4 matches. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Orton versus The Miz. Matt Cardona, Trick Williams, Damian Priest, and Solo.
the ultimate who gives a fuck match.
And,
No offense, Solo, but dude, okay.
Ilioff and Sammy will be the other match.
Which my heart says I want to see Trick and Ilya in because they have their own story too.
Yeah.
And it kind of almost overseeded NXT for a minute, but nevertheless, just really impressed with Trick to this point. And he's got an opportunity, and I don't see him. You know what? At this point, SmackDown has become a show. We'll talk about this in a minute too, but SmackDown's become a show where now I wish I had YouTube TV again so I could watch it. because Raw's been sucking a big old bag of dicks past couple of weeks. And SmackDown, they go to 3 hours, and all of a sudden it's entertaining again. It's like, oh, we have to make sure people actually want to watch the show. And I don't know how many commercials are on SmackDown now, if it's just as bad or whatever it is, but it seems like the matches are better. It seems like there's more matches. They just booked 4 singles matches for next week before anything else.
Yep.
And like they're actually putting out a good product on the Blue brand again.
The show flows better
Yeah.
on SmackDown, and they made the 3 Stages of Hell match.
The main event.
The main event, but commercial free.
Oh.
So that whole final hour, including like the promos and everything was commercial free.
Well,
so
that was smart. That was very smart.
I watched that this morning, and it just flew.
I have heard nothing but good things about SmackDown the past couple weeks now.
Yeah, and Trick Williams, like I said before, and again, we both do the reacts. Kyle does the Raw reacts. I do the NXT. I mean, it's cool watching Trick's development, and yeah, I mean,
There may be,
and I
listen,
love to. And you mentioned it while the promo was playing. It's like sometimes power through. If a crowd hijacks something, and not in a bad way. That was Germany.
Oh, they're just being there, chanting for
Yeah.
Randy and all that stuff. But yeah, make your point. Get
to
it.
your point.
Get it there.
And he did. I still think in the short term, Trick and Carmelo Hayes, United States Championship is probably the short term destination for Trick if you want to envision a WrestleMania match for Trick. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But yeah, Trick mixing up with Randy Orton at least early on. We'll see how he looks next week against Matt Cardona.
The safe pick would have Matt win that match somehow, in that way, but like do it like for it's like a DQ or something like that, so Trick doesn't get pinned.
Mm-hmm.
But like trying to find a way to save Trick from being in a fatal 4-way too, and then possibly losing that. I mean, I don't know.
Well, remember, Trick does have to get pinned in the fatal 4-way if it gets to that point.
He doesn't have to. No, I wanted Matt to get to that fatal 4-way. That was my only thing. I wish I wouldn't. I wish they would have put like Damian Priest and Cardona.
Yeah.
And then Trick and Solo or something like that, But I get it, faces, heels, all that bullshit, because everyone doesn't change every other day.
They really don't care, But the promo was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
Both
Great way to
weeks
start
now.
the show.
Both back-to-back weeks. He did a great job.
And Randy Orton's part of the promo, obviously too. He knocked it out of the park as well. Just the veteran. I'm telling. I don't know if we're gonna get one more heel Randy Orton run.
He's
don't
bald
know.
now. He shaved his head. Yeah, he's bald Randy Orton now.
Oh no,
he's not like shiny bald, but he shaved his head. I think once he goes shiny, that's when everyone needs to run the opposite direction. But now the thing,
happening.
Well, so now Cody's in a really weird spot just because he's not champion anymore. I mean, we always said Randy and Cody didn't need to have a title in it. Maybe that's a match at WrestleMania, and it's just a blood feud. I don't know. It's a way to get them both away from the title. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, we'll see. Our promo of the week, Trick Williams, and again, now usually we just show the slide, of Mike Fabert, and
can we petition to get him some new gear? I think
we'll ask him next week when
we
he's in studio.
We should retire the singlet. I want Mike to come out. Was it January 17th? I think it is.
Yeah, next Saturday.
Yeah, the week from today. I want him. 17th. I want him to come out. I want him looking fucking smooth.
Well, he's gonna have to because
he's got a tough ask. Listen, you're already fighting a guy who's got a singlet and is about business. I want you to look good. That means leave the hairy apes at home that were outside doing the dance for you when you first came through, the 500-pound boulders that were dancing and doing the stuff.
Kyle
looked like they had 10 buckets of fried chicken before they walked out on the stage. Looked like they haven't shaved in 4 months. Let's polish this shit up, because I want Beretta to go, oh, all right, he's taking this shit seriously, because you know what he's thinking right now, Mike, if you're watching this? He's thinking this is going to be a cakewalk.
Yep.
He's thinking this is going to be easier than before because I already faced him. I know his tricks. I know what he's doing. I'm not worried about it. Show this man. You have an opportunity.
It's part of Beretta's plan for success, a 6-step plan for success. And one of the steps was beat an enemy from his past. I don't know, Mike. We always say, do you need the insurance for yourself?
Oh, he's got a policy. You know he does.
Meanwhile, again, as we mentioned, big show a week from today at Exodus EC3 will be back in the ring
Been out for a long time.
next weekend. So that's going to be huge. Also, as you can see, well, yeah, Carson will be on the show. But, oh, my God, I can't point anymore. Remember this guy?
Have you seen his? So it's Richard Holiday.
Yeah.
But have you seen Dick Vacation?
I have not.
He's got an alter ego that interviews himself,
Oh, my God.
and it's Richard Holiday and Dick Vacation.
Man.
Oh, that's great.
Well, he's the new Midwest champion. He took out Dante Casanova.
How
at
this
the
guy
last
has
show.
not been, he's still young, obviously, but how he's not been signed to AEW or WWE yet, or even TNA at this point. They're about to be even with AEW, so why not? I mean, this is, enjoy it while he's there,
Yes.
because he will not be there for much longer.
Yeah. He's
Okay, wait. So which one of you guys are going to interview him on Saturday as Penis Sabbatical?
I ain't doing it. I had enough problems with Tiffany Nieves. I am not doing it.
Anthony, you liked Tiffany.
That's not the point. The point is,
you liked having a
Deep
lick
throat
that boot.
no, I was not. No, that's not true. No, I think she's very talented. You know, hold on.
We'll talk about her talents.
One of the best podcast clips I've seen this week, among many, it was Blake Monroe was on a show like a year ago, and the guy sitting on the same couch as her, they noticed he started blushing. It's like, dude, you're turning red. and Blake leaned into it. It's like, oh, how come you're not looking at me? What are you doing? Like
You fucking know why. What do you mean?
6:05. That's when the show starts next week right here in Cleveland. Exodus Pro Wrestling New Game Plus.
EC3 made news not too long ago, leaving the NWA.
Yeah.
What does that mean for the future of Exodus? Maybe he'll speak about that at the show. So tune in. What's going to be next
Yeah.
for Exo Pro? Do they keep the NWA mantra? Do they go on their own? We'll see.
And yeah.
There's a lot of question marks.
Do I see? Okay, there is an NWA logo. It's part of the Exodus logo.
Yeah,
It's in
yeah.
the corner, but
I'm sure they have an agreement for the promotion, but the question is now, because EC3 does run it, what is next? And he's been talking about maybe stepping in with us at some point, maybe and discussing a little bit further. But in the meantime, watch the show, see what happens.
he also followed me on TikTok. Yeah,
Hey, baby steps, right?
I know.
Maybe one day
I
we
don't know
will
if
get
it's
that.
his account or is a fan account. I
Maybe,
don't
maybe
know.
one day we will get an invite to his house to watch Royal Rumble or
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
Let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
That was cool, though. I like that. We have a new champion. He's from Smackdown. His name is Drew McIntyre. And take a look at the final moments of how it all went down. Courtesy of WWE and Netflix.
Open the
And
cage
USA.
door. Whoa, who is this? Who is this in a black hoodie and mask?
That's good.
Jacob Fatu! He has been injured and out! A backstage attack back in October! All fingers pointed to Drew back then!
We don't know that for sure, Joe.
Everybody assumed that it was Drew who attacked and injured Jacob Fatu, and now Fatu has entered the fray. Fatu is beating down Drew McIntyre.
Nice shoes, Fatu.
Oh, what a beatdown of... Oh, my
Whoa!
God!
He just punched Cody Rhodes! Fatu is losing his mind!
Completely lost the plot.
Absolutely losing his
Almost makes
mind!
you wonder.
And
They
take...
fight on!
Oh, God! Take a look!
Drew McIntyre!
It's gonna be
Drew McIntyre!
People were going to riot if Drew didn't win this match. Like, there was a lot of people, and we kind of talked about it like a week and a half ago or whatever it was. But it became like a real big thing. Like, people were going to be mad if Cody still found a way to win this.
They were booing last night.
Yeah.
Cody.
This,
Drew was having the babyface reactions.
This opens the door for Cody to turn heel.
It does. The pressure ramped up definitely with everybody targeting the championship, which is why those matches that we're going to see next week, it makes sense because all 8 of those guys, deserve an opportunity. And I like to, first off, again, we mentioned before, if you watched it last night, commercial free, the entire 3 stages. So, because Raw has a problem with commercials, which we'll address later on. But the setup, let's just say, I don't know, you had the holidays or you worked a full football season and you didn't really get a chance to like sit down and watch SmackDown in its entirety. Let's say for the last 3 or 4 months, video packages are everything. They set it up. They gave you the history of them coming up together, where things fell apart. So, I mean, Drew cheated. The first, the straight, the stage 1, he cheated. But it made sense. It fit with his character. Commentary, I think, did a great job mentioning, hey, Drew McIntyre came in with a game plan. Cody Rhodes is just feeding off of rage. So, the match itself was phenomenal by WWE main event standards, definitely. But yeah, let's talk about the finish. Jacob Fatu, as you see there, he steps in. But let me get back to what you mentioned a couple seconds ago. You said it makes you wonder. Makes you wonder what?
Well, if Cody ends up being the one that actually attacked Jacob Fatu, I mean, or if he had one of the people that is going to be in his stable attacked Jacob Fatu, then some doors open up. I feel like at this point with Cody, you've gone to the limit and beyond as far as what he can do, and you don't want to make the same mistake you did with John, where you didn't jump on the heel run when you had a chance to really give it a full run. It was rushed, it was at the end, and people were critical of it, and it wasn't as good as maybe it should have been. This is an opportunity for Cody to actually really embrace this, and he doesn't need The Rock to do it. No, I felt the pressure. I felt the weight. John mentioned it.
I got my friends coming after me.
Yeah.
Like people I respect coming after me.
I got everyone telling me they want my title now.
You know what would be a feud that could work? Kind of a side quest feud? A heel Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn. I'm not saying WrestleMania, but I'm just saying, yeah.
Well, who the hell knows? I mean, Drew being champion now, and it's great for him, but this is not your long-term answer as champion. I think people wanted to change. They wanted Drew to get his moment beyond 5 minutes at WrestleMania and then getting cashed in on. So now he's got an opportunity to hold the title for a few weeks. But as soon as Royal Rumble, there is a possibility he loses this, especially depending on who gets through. And if I'm WWE and I have Sammy in this spot and he does win the Fatal 4-Way and goes, at some point you got to give him something. Even if it is only till Elimination Chamber or whatever. Like, I was one of those people that said, you know what, this year I wouldn't mind having that title change hands 4 or 5 times because, you know what, for the past 5 years we've had 2 champions. 3. Roman, Cena, Cody. That's it. Mm-hmm. And Roman was champion for 3.5 years, whatever it was, and Cody was champion combined for over a year and a half.
2 years.
Yeah.
Basically.
Full year, and then he held it for, 5-6 months after SummerSlam. So, and even John held the title for 5 months. So it's like, okay, this is the proving ground now. We know what Drew is. He's awesome. But I don't know what Sammy looks like as champion. I don't know what someone like a Trick Williams looks like as champion, or one of the younger guys, or whatever. What would Ilya look like as champion, having absolute amazing matches because of the physicality and getting the crowd into it and getting his star over even further? Like, we just don't know.
The only thing... I'm with you on most aspects of what you just said. The only thing I would say is we kind of don't know what Drew is as champion, as a heel, as this current character. We really don't know. Again, I'm not saying long-term. I do see Drew McIntyre main eventing one of the WrestleMania nights.
See, I don't.
As champion.
Because I don't know who he's facing that's going to make that a main event.
Well, Drew
McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu is not a night 2 WrestleMania main event.
No, I don't think Drew. I think if Drew's champion, he's main eventing night 1. Now, here's the thing. They did keep the door open. And I wonder how people will rebel against this. Bless you. I wonder how people will rebel against this. I mean, the door is open still for a Drew Cody rematch. Hopefully, it's executed like Chambers.
Oh, Cody's going to win the Rumble again for the 3rd time.
He's in the Rumble.
Well, he will be now. Yeah.
He's in the Rumble because what I like too is that Nick Aldis announced all those qualifying matches before the main event. So even the thought process as a fan was,
Well, who's going to face Cody?
yeah, who's facing Cody?
Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, now who's going to face Drew?
Because let's just say for a hot second, let's say Cody won last night. All of a sudden, all right, Drew's done. We're moving on, right?
Yeah, then what is Drew going to do for the next couple months or whatever it is?
But let me piggyback on what you said a little bit ago. Let's say it is Sami Zayn winning that fatal 4-way. I would want Drew to get that W over Sammy.
I don't know. Sammy's not beating him. It's going to be in Saudi. They would lose their shit if Sammy won that match.
I would want Drew to.
Because then, but now the big question.
Real quick, I'll
Sure.
let you jump back in. Because the one thing I would want Drew to kind of go on this little path of kind of a dream killer. Like you're not gonna fulfill your dream. Like Drew McIntyre for the last 2 or 3 years, basically his dream was crushed by multiple people, by failing to win the championship, CM Punk and others. So now, him as the heel champion, I want him to be able to be like...
He's going to be picking shit next week. He's going to be rolling around.
Yeah, you won't be... No,
Sleep
you will
with a
not
title.
have your dreams fulfilled at all.
Sleep with a title on social media, posting pictures.
Sami Zayn, you will never go to Disney World. You will never go. your dreams are not happening. Ilya, forget it. It ain't happening. But go ahead. That would be my only...
I just don't see anyone, and then you could even do a full circle moment where if Roman did win the Rumble, he challenged Drew at WrestleMania. But even that match, I don't know if that's worthy of a night 2 main event. And then you got to look at the other side then. Okay, so then what if that's going to be night 1? Let's say Roman does win the Rumble, as we assume was the plan, and it's Roman and Drew at Mania because Roman's not going to pick CM Punk for that match. Then what's the night 2 main event? I mean, is it CM Punk versus Bron Breakker really a WrestleMania main event?
I honestly don't know what's going to happen with the Raw side of things.
This thing is
the Raw
so
thing,
wide open.
Well, I'm excited about what's to come on the SmackDown side. Very excited. I have no clue or interest. The bigger thing, interest in what happens with the Raw main event scene.
It depends.
I don't know right now.
Well, Javon's obviously the wild card and all that too, even though he got signed during the commercial break. But I mean,
unreal.
But hey, congrats to Drew McIntyre. Well deserved. He's now a 4-time WWE champion. So
You know what? I think Drew McIntyre's gonna put work in and make you want to see him lose as the heel champion. I think he's going to do it.
That's the goal.
I honestly believe McIntyre deserves a run to Mania. I do. And maybe they'll do the safe route and have Randy Orton win. But that's the other thing. Randy Orton
I didn't think of that.
at the Royal Rumble. McIntyre and Orton.
And then Orton beats McIntyre.
I don't think Orton would beat McIntyre either. Because I think, again, you want another statement win, put down Randy Orton. Put him down.
I'm thinking if they want to do the biggest match possible at WrestleMania. I'm thinking past the Rumble. So what's the biggest match possible? Is a Drew McIntyre Roman Reigns match bigger than possibly Orton and Cody for the title at Mania with Orton being the champion? People have been calling for Randy to be heel this whole time. What if Cody's the heel in that feud? And Randy's just trying dude, you're a fucking idiot. Like he's like, what are you doing?
But you know what though? How would you arrive to Cody? Because I would imagine too.
Oh, Cody can do it with Jacob Fott too.
He could maybe. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
he can. He needs to recruit people. We need to see the Ethan Page, Ricky Starks call up though.
My only thing though,
or somebody else.
Would people cheer for? Yes.
Heel Cody? Well, yeah.
No. Would people cheer for Jacob Fatu over Cody Rhodes?
Oh, yes.
I think grown men would, with kids.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think because once Cody, he's going to abandon the whoa shit. He may still keep the entrance, like the entrance music, but maybe it's slowed down. He's one of those people that isn't afraid to buck the trend a little bit to make sure he makes his point. Obviously, he left the company and started a new one. So I mean,
I'll believe it when I see it. That's how I treated last night, though.
But this is the beauty of this, right? At the end of the day now, we have no idea what the fuck is going on, and that is what makes this entertaining and fun. When it becomes predictable, and when the results suck, and it's what you kind of thought was going to happen, well, now we're not as entertained. This is something where, okay, this is new waters now. What is going to be the title match at WrestleMania? Can one of the women's matches sneak in possibly to a main event? Because if the champions are CM Punk and Drew McIntyre going into WrestleMania, doors open. door is fucking open for one of those women's matches somewhere to possibly sneak in.
Well,
Can they build Stephanie and Liv big enough to be, because they were talking about making Liv a center point of the company, not even just the women's division.
as she should be, and we got some good Liv footage later in the show.
So, I mean, hey, this just opens the door to so many more things and to a lot of the younger talent. I know it's a lateral move as far as age, but now with these young guys coming in, and what show Oba goes on is going to be very important.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be locked in that he was going to Raw.
They're doing promos on both shows.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of keeping you in suspense here. I imagine Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce are climbing over each other to try and suck him off to get him on the show. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, it brings us to a broader question. That you brought up is SmackDown a new A show, and a lot of I don't know if this was a serious question by you or I am so frustrated by the way Raw went down.
I just don't want to jump to conclusions because it's only 2 shows into this whole new era for SmackDown of 3 hours. But the first 2 shows have been great. And I've been bummed that I've missed them and not been able to watch and had to watch highlights. I usually curtail a good show as one that I either wish I watched or I watched and I enjoyed. But it's a pretty baseline, thing to say. And Raw's been so fucking bad. Like it's been hard to watch. And I have to do videos after that show.
And again, we don't do videos after every show anymore. That was a failed summer experiment. We limited to, again, he does Raw, I do NXT.
They're making me consider okay, maybe I need to just get rid of ESPN Plus and that bundle and then just get YouTube TV again and just deal with it.
One other great thing.
Then I can watch everything again, which is nice, but whatever.
One other great thing about what happened with SmackDown last night. Jordan Grace debuted. I loved at the end of that segment, Jade Cargill comes right out, and her first thing, she's like, "You think you did something?"
She's like, yeah, I debuted.
I loved it.
Obviously, I didn't win a championship on my first night in the promotion, but yeah,
I love everything about Jade Cargill's presentation. I love everything about it.
I want someone that actually responds like that when she says something like that, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I just did."
It could be Jordan Grace. It could be Jordan Grace.
She seems like she's coming across as a very plain, matter-of-fact person right now.
Oh, yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's her thing.
So, Jade, you know what? Yeah, I did do something. I debuted last week, and then now in a couple weeks, I'm going to come for that fucking title.
And here's the thing, and hear me out, folks. Jordan Grace doesn't need to win.
No, she won't.
Actually, she shouldn't.
Nope.
Because her whole storyline at NXT was she never won the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, the buff women's version of Sami Zayn has entered the trap. There you go.
She never won the title. She never, won the big one.
She will be the chaser.
Think about certain teams that are currently in the NFL playoffs. They have never won the big one.
She's that lemon lime Gatorade after you take those 3 shots. She's the chaser.
She is the Buffalo Bills of WWE.
Oh, God.
All the talent in the world. It's all there. It's right there. Mahomes is not in the playoffs this year. It's right there.
The Bills didn't lose yet, did they?
Well, no. The games start today.
Well, yeah, but don't bury them yet.
I'm not.
If we were doing this show tomorrow and they lost, then yeah, fuck them.
I might as well be proactive with my. I picked
No,
Buffalo
you don't want to be proactive. You want to be reactive.
I picked Buffalo to win the Super Bowl, for Christ's sakes. Okay, I hope
that sounds
I'm
like
wrong.
a you problem. Can I pick the or? I don't fucking care this year at all. I hope
All
Stafford
new
wins so he can
teams.
retire.
It's all new teams.
I hope Stafford wins so he can retire and they draft Ty Simpson and make everyone look stupid.
Oh man,
Let's take the 6'2" white kid from Alabama and see how he does.
SmackDown has been putting in work. Now again, the key, honestly, the key is going to be, look, this week and last week they had 2 special team style main events. So what's going to happen if there's a week where they don't have?
They found a way to keep the thing going though with the Fatal 4-Way. So they now 4 singles matches that tie into that. They can book it relatively similar. They can do kind of 2 matches an hour and get away with it. And the third hour can be the rest of the stuff they need to fill in.
And then that Fatal 4-Way, I believe, is going to be on Saturday night's main event.
Yep, because they have so much programming.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate that they still do those shows. I wish John Cena was the last one too. The last time is now for us to watch fucking NBC Peacock Saturday Night's Main Event. I don't need to see Jesse Ventura unless he's criticizing Ice. It's all good.
Listen.
She didn't try to run over that guy. Totally. And she didn't fucking deserve to die either. It's crazy how it can work both ways.
But I'll tell you what, SmackDown, I don't know if the answer is yes to this question. You know, Raw, it's still Monday night. It's still, you got to have your wrestling on Monday nights. I just think because of the result of the main event and other critical things that they have done lately on that Monday show, that they're just making critical mistakes. That is very much impacting the viewing experience.
Which the start was not doing the title change. I love CM Punk, but
I love them too. I mean,
you've got a literal path to get it back. For starters, if you missed my Raw reacts, Raw sucked multiple butt cheeks last week. It was so bad. I guess still technically it's this week, but there's going to be a new one in 2 days, so I get to wipe my slate clean and get mad again. This was just a terrible show, like from the beginning to the end. I fell asleep during the main event, which, again, I ended up watching the rest of it. It was an okay match, but this is not... You have Elimination Chamber in Chicago. You have an opportunity for Punk to do what he didn't do last year with Cena. He lost. He can win the Elimination Chamber this time, and his chase can get back. And you can even have it to where it could have been maybe the world title's already spoken for. Maybe the person who wins the Royal Rumble or whatever challenges Braun, and he's going for the WWE title. And then, you know what? Punk and Drew running that back, maybe a little interesting. Because it's a different scenario this time. It's not for this. This was a blood feud before, and now there's a title involved.
I have a bigger concern because I think you're right, but
there was some vines on the stage.
I have a bigger concern about the result of this match and what it told me.
They don't think Braun's ready.
Oh, duh. Obviously,
I think they think he's ready. I think they wanted. So many people thought that Braun was going to win this match. Triple H was trying to big brain people and say, you know what? Everyone thinks Bron Breakker is going to win this match. I'm going to have him lose. But now
I wouldn't eliminate that possibility either.
But it does open the door to Braun in the Rumble.
I think there's a bigger thing though.
I think if it's not Roman, one of either Breakker, Oba, or Javon will win the Royal Rumble. If it's not Roman.
Okay.
Roman's still my favorite.
But I think the bigger thing though, I'm wondering how much impact Saudi Arabia is having on who they want in main events of their shows.
Now the Saudis want CM Punk.
Boy,
he said
I told
one apology.
You want a full 180, but that told me that result because I thought the match up until the finish was actually a really good match. Me personally,
it wasn't bad.
But the finish made no sense. Honestly, in the 2 years, welcome to our season 3 premiere, by the way. In the 2 years we
have no partnership with Stranger Things, so you're not going to see us half-ass and put a van in the background.
Yeah. In the 2 years we've done this show, that was probably the worst main event finish from a WWE show that I've ever seen.
And we like CM Punk.
And this is CM Punk's I said when we had the panel here, CM Punk's my favorite wrestler, and CM Punk had no reason, no business winning that match the way that it did. Because I think every single person involved in this match looked worse after this. Everyone. Division looks worse because now division for what? There is no future. Your guy lost.
They got beat up by luchadors.
You got beat up by luchadors. Your guy's lost, and you're feuding with Rey Mysterio. Good luck.
Might as well have been no Grande Americano's crew.
You might as well. I mean, why not?
Coffee order.
Boom, we're going to bury all those guys, including your guy, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, who they just had beat Roman Reigns this past year. So good luck with Rey Mysterio and Penta.
And Punk hit Heyman. He got his hands on Heyman. And there was no payoff to losing, despite Heyman giving the sacrifice of getting punched.
Mm-hmm.
So you've now lost that aura about Punk getting his hands on Paul and throwing something.
And you blew it. Honestly, with Bron Breakker, because Triple H wants to outsmart everybody, it might have cost him his next best draw.
You know what they should have done with this if they didn't want to make it a clean thing? As soon as Punk had Paul in his hands and was about to hit him, We should have heard Brock Lesnar's music play.
I thought something of that nature was going to happen.
Because you hype the show up, and I get it. The whole point of hyping the show up is to get you to watch, and they will under-deliver sometimes. It's a carny industry. I understand that. But, like, it's a Stranger Things thing, too. You want to make this episode feel great. And we're not getting Jericho until the Rumble. If we are.
Here's the thing. I didn't
Like,
even need Jericho on the show.
I was
really
fine
didn't.
with that. Because, the Rumble with Saudi, I understand that whole, it's a money thing. I get it. It's fine. And you want to keep it a surprise and keep people on their toes. I get it. I understand. You didn't need to. And if you were going to do this, you could have planted seeds for Lesnar and Breakker or whatever. There could have been something bigger at play here. It doesn't feel like anything advanced.
No, no, this is not just advanced.
At any point in the show, nothing. You can go all the way down to Becky and Maxine, which was a terrible finish too.
I thought that was a terrible match.
That was the worst match they've had together.
Yeah, I thought the match was terrible.
She looked like she regressed in that match.
And Becky didn't look that great either.
No, the mic skills have been great up to that point. Maxine looked great there, and then the match showed up, and she looked like shit.
I would take the two NXT women's match, the three NXT women's matches we got this week over the Raw women's matches, because the cards were both kind of the same.
Yeah, all women's matches. And one
Basically
men's
dominated women's matches with the male main event.
SmackDown wasn't.
And
suddenly it was an amazing show.
No.
I'm not saying it's because of this. Listen, if you've watched over the past couple of years, you know how much I love women's wrestling and how much I love the women in WWE, especially because there's so much talent. But you've got a lot of this new talent coming up, too, on the men's side that you want to showcase properly. And you have these open canvases of 2.5 and 3 hours to do so. SmackDown's doing it the right way, properly. Julia had a great match against Alexa Bliss. She got over with that match. She won it. She's overseas, so she's going to get a little more of a crowd interaction, which is good.
Need a little bit more character development from her, but
They got to let her. I think she needs to dump Kiana James and just be herself. Like she doesn't need a manager, but she can. She's out of all the people that are Japanese in the company, she speaks the best English.
She does.
Yes, she's Japanese Italian, but she speaks fairly good English compared to Asuka or.
That's news to me.
I think Io's close, but like even then,
And like Io Sky is one of the most over people in the company.
she just points at herself and she's over.
People love Io Sky.
You have that ability, but again, there's all this new talent. Javon Evans getting introduced
Doing a commercial.
because we want our web content. I understand that, but also you could post that on the web afterwards anyway and still get that. The web exclusive stuff should be like stuff that's behind the scenes or stuff that's interviews that happen away from it or whatever. Like, I hate that they do this. Like, it's now it's on Raw and they do this. It's like they have
do have the
stretches.
ability to
Why can't we
have two good shows.
Why can't we have two good shows? Even during the Bloodline shit, it was like we have to watch SmackDown. We don't really have to watch Raw too much. It's fine. Now, it's the same thing back again. Now we have to watch SmackDown and 3 hours of fucking wrestling, and I don't really have to watch Raw anymore because who the fuck cares?
Well, back then, the Bloodline stuff was nice, but then the rest of SmackDown sucked, and then Raw had a great show.
But it took up over half the show.
And exactly.
So you still wanted to watch SmackDown because at least half the show was Bloodline related and it was good.
They had to because the rest of the show sucked.
Yeah. But it's still
I don't know
big
what's
ratings, all that shit.
I don't know what's next for him. You might be right. They might, run it back at the Rumble. But
Rumble
honestly,
and Chamber, there's only two options.
Honestly, how would you arrive to that, and why would I want to he should have won the title after Seth Rollins went down initially. They held it off.
Didn't even book him in the tournament.
Didn't even book him in the Cena tournament. And then you lost biggest audience of the year, one of the biggest audiences of the year, and Bron Breakker lost. That's 3 strikes. Now he's young, talent-wise, obviously he could do, but see the way that match finished too, right? Make me believe that a 47-year-old man, 46-year-old man, 48-year-old man in CM Punk
Somewhere in there.
has the physical capabilities to counter a full-speed spear from an athletic freak known as Bron Breakker at the end of the match.
He put a knee up.
He put his knee should have been effing damaged.
I don't, again,
I understand. I get it. It's pro wrestling.
we shouldn't even
it's
got
television.
to that point. We shouldn't even he should have got speared. He should have lost. He shouldn't have. It's a counter a lot of people have done, and we've seen Seth do the pedigree to the spear and all that stuff. Like there's ways to do it.
But the whole point of even what we analyze and what we do and what fans are looking for is for things when you're watching, it has to make sense.
Wouldn't it be funny if he had like a plate, like a metal plate in his knee pad?
That would make sense.
At least then you're protecting Braun a little bit. I mean, like I don't.
At least then you could
This-
at least explain, like,
this-
okay, you have
Yes.
something there. You have to take the extra steps. And CM Punk's a babyface. You can find a way. Like, he had to take extra steps to get the W, and it would actually set up a rematch.
Don't be surprised if they do something at Saturday night's main event between these two, or if the bigger plan is for Oba or someone like that to win the title.
That's fine. I don't mind that. That's perfectly fine.
I know you don't mind that.
Exactly. Oba should be. Anywho, I don't. But my point is, it is clear and obvious. Bron Breakker ain't the guy.
You know, it would be a WrestleMania main event for me, and that would be a true sign of we're moving into the future. Braun loses his shit. He destroys everybody on Raw in 2 days. He forces Pierce to give him a rematch, and CM Punk says, fine, you want to run it back, kid? We'll do it at Saturday night's main event, whatever. That's when Braun wins. Oba wins the Rumble. Breakker and Oba for the world title at WrestleMania. That
That would be exciting.
That to me is either night one, or you can make a case for a night two main event because it's two of the future players in WWE.
But if Braun is not losing his stuff, like if he's not losing his mind
oh, he's gonna be pissed
on Monday.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, but last time he was pissed about something not happening. Paul Heyman contained him, and he was certainly calm.
But Paul wasn't hit in the face last time. This Paul's demeanor changed now too. We're tired of playing shit safe. Now we're gonna kill everyone in this brand. That's the only story they have. You can't be like, oh, well, we're going to try. Like, no, you got to be patient. You can't do that anymore. You've already said this is the time is now. No pun intended. But you've said that now. Like, what are you going to do about it? Are we just going to sit on our hands now? Oh, we're going to win the Rumble, and we'll see what happens. Like,
because
you're going to be okay waiting for 3 more weeks for the Rumble?
Because that finish, what it did.
Sure.
This is what I fear. I don't want to see CM
spiders.
Punk. I do fear spiders.
Yeah, they suck.
Even though spiders are, you need spiders to.
We don't need spiders.
They're beneficial.
Yeah.
I'll show you beneficial.
But
I don't know Ben, but he's not very official.
no, he ain't. No. I don't want fans to turn on CM Punk.
Without spiders, we wouldn't have Spider-Man.
Oh, I thought you said without spiders, we wouldn't have CM Punk.
Who cares? Fuck you.
Peter Parker.
Or if you're under the age of 12, Miles Morales.
Yeah, that's.
Don't worry.
That's true.
Yeah, that's.
In about 11 months, we'll actually know what July is when they're doing the new Spider-Man movie, so that'll be fun. Marvel decided to take a full year off. Wow.
Ooh.
All that filming.
Don't worry, we're still.
Did it count their money from the last one?
Oh
Hey,
my!
it took them a year.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much Doomsday is going to make? Holy
Man.
shit! That movie. Oh my God! They would have to like.
Yeah, right.
They had to have spent $1 billion on that movie. They
Oh,
had to
probably.
have spent $1 billion on that movie. Like, it's got to be close.
By the way, in other news, I know we don't do video game news here on this show, but if you're looking for GTA 6,
Keep looking.
keep looking. So what went wrong on Monday on top of the main event? You have never watched Stranger Things, correct?
No, I think probably maybe this weekend, if in between football, I may start because now it's all done, so I can watch the entire show.
I am 4 seasons. Like I watched the season 4 finale the other day.
Nice.
I'll tell you why they missed the mark. We'll both explain how they missed the mark on several things.
I could tell you how they missed the mark without even watching a single fucking episode of it. I've just seen clips of the show, and I can already tell you why.
Also, she understood the assignment.
I'm so glad that was a shirt, not an actual tattoo, by the way.
Didn't even notice.
I bet you didn't.
We'll be back after this. What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do, is to truly help people get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure, but if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
well, I know you said the joke, hey, we lock the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
It is a new year, and there's no better time to get in touch with Omega Video Marketing than right now. If you are a content creator, even more importantly, if you're a small business owner, if you want to get your word out there, Omega Marketing, Megan Gallagher, 4-time, we imagine soon to be 5-time Emmy Award winner.
Something's about to come up.
Yeah, she's going to take care of you. Her company, her business, getting your word out there. Omega Video Marketing will do that for you.
And then events, just your business in general, she can kind of handle both. She's been picking her spots because she's got a lot of great response to this point. And you know what to do. MeganRG440 at gmail.com if you want to get the word out or get the word out about an event. You know exactly who to go to.
Yep, she'll definitely take care of you always.
And you know who won't take care of us?
Pete, I don't know if you have it ready, but yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at how the show started on Monday, courtesy of Netflix and WWE.
I thought this was the only part that actually embraced it.
Tonight, we turn WWE upside down.
Michael Cole shouldn't have been a part of this. I think we could believe that Corey Graves watches Stranger Things. I don't think Michael Cole does.
No. Here's the thing. I don't think anybody who works at WWE on the writing team or whatever, I don't think anybody watches the show. I think that's the first thing I thought of. Man. No
shocker. You don't think of women very much.
I really wish Bray Wyatt was still with us. Because that would have been, even the Wyatts and the MFTs, they faced off on SmackDown like, crap, that's the wrong show. At least if you wanted to celebrate a little bit of the spirit of the show, that's the match you do it for. But WWE has never really been good with, embracing fantasy into pro wrestling. They just haven't done it. Look, listen.
This was the only part of the show that I was like, you know what? at least they did something. And like Corey was like putting the stuff in there and actually making references and all that. But the fact that Netflix and WWE couldn't even get like cast to sit in, like in the crowd and like
either sit in or tape something.
Be in the backstage doing an interview with
Yeah,
somebody
you
or
could
something
tape
like that.
something. And I thought the timing was off, especially they're in New York City. Somebody could have came to New York City.
Or the people that were in the matches could have dressed up as characters from Stranger Things.
They could.
Listen, I'm bare bones.
I know. All you needed to do.
If Seth Rollins can dress up as Jon fucking Snow for a WrestleMania entrance, they could find some way to.
That is true.
To have someone dress up as 11 and come out, make Io Sky shave her head or some bullshit. I don't know. Like,
That is true.
What are you doing?
But again, that's why the Wyatts would have actually been perfect for this crossover because you would have had the whole. You could have embraced the other side and the game.
I would have got the dude
stuff.
that played Vecna. Mm-hmm. I would have got him there, and I would have had him dress up in the suit. And if Bray was alive, I would have had him and the Fiend meet.
You could have.
That would have been crazy.
That would be a huge story.
That would have been holy shit.
But you know what? I think though.
That wouldn't hurt my wobble, say.
I think overall, just not have. I think sometimes when networks and companies like, hey, let's do this crossover, you could tell this was kind of rushed.
But was it though? They were teasing this shit like a month plus in advance. So it's like, what the fuck?
But
really, the kids that run a Netflix TV show are not are fucking busy and can't show up for in New York of all places.
But you know what though?
Not going to fucking Des Moines, Iowa. You're in fucking New York City.
The one thing I will say though, the show's already done. Like I think if you would have had the series finale this week instead of last week. You know, you have the what was that?
You got to promote it though. You want to keep it in the Netflix. You want to keep the billions of views.
I know what I'm saying though is like, I don't like. Do you already feel like you've performed your contractual obligations if the series is already done? That's it.
I'm sure there's one of those goofy little kids from whatever city in the Midwest they are. They're from
Hawkins.
If that's real or not, sure.
Hawkins, Indiana.
Yeah, of course it's Indiana.
80 miles outside of Indianapolis.
Well, I mean, they're all like in their 30s now, so it's
they're in their early to mid 20s.
Yeah, so there's got to be one wrestling fan in the bunch there. Usually,
apparently, the guy who plays Steve Harrington was at Raw.
Show him. You can show the random MMA fighter that no one's heard of before because he's fighting on whatever fucking thing, but you can't show because you're part of TKO, but you can't show the one guy from Stranger Things. Actually, show the fuck up. Give him a good seat. And show him that he's there. People will fucking lose their mind because you're leaning into it a little bit. That's all they had to do. That was a little bit more to make it like, okay, at least it made sense. Somebody from the show showed up. They paid tribute to it properly. I would have cut Michael Cole from the beginning. Because he's the goofy old uncle that doesn't watch Stranger Things. We don't need to see him.
Yeah, he would have been.
Corey could have carried that all by himself.
He would have been one of the parents who just simply doesn't understand what's going on.
Put Corey with like Kathy Kelly or someone like that and have her come out because I can believe she watches it too or something like that. Not Michael fucking Cole. He can do his entrance pre-show and sit down and he can talk to Corey when he comes back.
Yeah.
And be honest, you don't watch that show, Michael. Fuck you.
But you need to start watching.
There's a reason why you didn't win Announcer of the Year and why fucking Joe Tessitore did. It's because of that shit. You're off to a bad start in 2026.
I think if you're watching the show and you're like, if you're watching Raw and you never watched Stranger Things, so you look at like the props and stuff, you're probably thinking like this is ridiculous. But I think Raw has, besides all the Stranger Things stuff, and it was what it was, they have bigger problems as a show.
Well, of course, but like
no,
we're strictly talking about the theme here.
Okay, so the theme, yeah, I think
we know Raw sucked ass.
I don't think you've learned. I don't think after watching that show, a lot of people are saying, "I got to watch Stranger Things" if they've never seen it before.
They don't care. They're like, okay, so there's like vines and vans and shit.
Yeah,
and it's in the Midwest. Why would I care about that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to watch wrestling, and then when the wrestling show's bad too, it doesn't help either.
Yeah. So, but again, I will say this: you could tell at least with Netflix and WWE, There are certain things that they worked on, like the chapter thing, like during the show, showing the chapters.
That was fine.
And stuff. Like
so I'm
that's
saying they didn't need to do much more, but it was that much more that would have been enough.
It's those little details.
Yes.
It's showing Steve Harrington in the audience.
Yes.
It's showing, hey, you could get Millie Bobby Brown. You can get her in a pre-tape package with Cody or somebody or CM Punk. Like, that's where you utilize your top superstars and like, hey, you know, this is a great show. And then Millie's like, hey, you got to check out the...
If you're going to have Punk do 15,000 interviews on Tuesday, the day after this title match, you could have had one of those stars show up.
Yeah.
Or record something.
Record something. That's all you had to do. Because I get it. In the past, I know Vince McMahon in the past would probably go the opposite way, which is too much crossover and stuff doesn't make much sense.
He put Millie Bobby Brown in a match.
Exactly.
She'd be like suplexing like John Cena.
And to be perfectly honest, 11 should win the match. But if 11 wins the match, then that means...
Well, what about 12?
You don't want to know about 12. You don't want to know about 12. Ooh, you don't want to know about 12.
10?
No. The going into season 5... Oh, I can't tell you.
You can't because I haven't watched any of the show.
But basically, if 11 was in a match, 11 would not only win the match, she would dominate the match. Well, actually, she wouldn't dominate.
Wouldn't she sacrifice herself at the end, or would she like go to some random place and live and away from her
friends? It
friends?
depends also if you're on the other side as well. It depends on if because you got to open.
I thought Alter Bridge was dropped by Judgment Day.
See, what I thought.
Not the other side.
Right. What I thought, honestly, I thought you were going to have some joke segment or something. This is where Miz fits in. Again, wrong show.
Who's Raw's Miz?
I don't know. Probably Otis.
Chad Gable, but
it needs to be a heel.
Chad Gable.
Yeah. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity. You could have somebody grab you from underneath the ring or something and pulls you in. Or something like that. Like, if you wanted some kind of tie-in, you got to pull in a bad guy or something.
Oh, my God, it's Kane.
Yeah. Bring Kane back. I mean, something. I mean,
it's the mayor of Knox County doing anything serious?
He could have did something.
All right, we got to stop talking about Raw.
Real quick, as far as Raw itself, the commercials now are ill-timed. If you're not doing the trick that... Listen... Tune in to Raw at like between 8:40 and 9 o'clock. You can at least fast forward through commercials during the show. The problem now, though, with Raw is that the commercials, there are so many commercials now during matches. Like, you cannot even get into the flow of the show. If you're watching it live at 8 o'clock, you cannot get into the flow of the show. It's too many commercials. The thing that surprises the heck out of me, if we had this 2 years ago, we started this show, and one of the first stories was Netflix is signing a new deal with WWE. One of the first things we said, no commercials. Okay, fine. No, that's out the building. But at least we would have said less commercials. It would have been Smackdown that had issues with commercials and the flow of the show.
You can go ad-free, can't you, on Netflix? But you have to pay more money.
You could.
Yeah, which, I mean, do you want to pay $20 a month for Netflix to just not watch ads, or do you want to start the show at 8:45, 9 o'clock, and then be able to skip them and only pay $8.99?
Well, that's the other thing. There are people who have Netflix. I don't. I have the Netflix account with ads.
Yeah.
But for those who pay the extra money to not have ads, there has to be something for them, and it's not.
Yeah.
Like, it's just for people who strictly who strictly watches Netflix for WWE and other stuff. It's like, what's the point of paying for the premium package, especially internationally, when you don't get commercials at all? So it doesn't make any sense. The flow of the show is just abysmal right now, and it makes it a terrible viewing experience. What was not a terrible viewing actually, yeah, it was. For men, watching Liv Morgan punt John Cena in the nuts was a horrific viewing experience for all men.
Hey, some men are into that shit.
Watching, but we have one more clip.
She looks like she could totally step on my balls.
So remember back, Liv Morgan. It was what show was it? Survivor Series.
Yeah,
Survivor Series.
San Diego.
She punted John Cena in the balls. Now, Liv Morgan was on Stephanie McMahon's podcast earlier this week and talked about all that went down leading into that moment.
Oh, take that, John Cena.
Kicked them too.
Did you?
I kicked him right in the wee wee. I
so
did.
they
and this too, I just gave everything. I never kicked someone in the dick before. I just was like,
no. So I've done it a few times, and there's like different things that they can do to make sure it. Yeah, but they like.
That's my question. Like, are you like, hey, John?
No, there was no discussion.
Ooh.
There was no discussion. I just.
Oh, really? You weren't? See, I was always taught like, try to kick me here.
After you're like, I'm sorry.
I just knew the assignment,
and I was like, okay.
I had one job. It was kick John Cena in the dick and hit him with the title.
Oh my God.
I know a clip goes over well when Pete loves it.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row. Booker T, and now this.
Well, and this where we paused this.
Yeah.
Back right at the beginning.
I guess like he jumped into it a little bit because he knew she was going to give it everything. So like he didn't get all of the kick, but John Cena was on Jackass for about 5-6 seconds here. But yeah, I mean, hey. And then he posted the tweet afterwards, like technically it was 2 jobs, wouldn't it be? Because you hit me with the title afterwards. But you know what? All in good fun. Happy to be a part of your return. Like, but yeah, I mean, Liv just feels like one of those people you would just get along with because she's just so very just kind of like just blunt and just like, this is how it is. Yeah. I kicked him in the dick. Like,
they didn't discuss it either.
Oh, right in the wee-wee.
They didn't discuss it? Because, I mean...
I'm sure they said backstage, kick me in the dick.
Well, go over the spot. I don't
No.
mean, I'm not saying
Which
practice
spot?
the spot.
Yeah, John's like, we don't need to practice this.
What Stephanie talked about, I was like, okay, should I go all
Kick me.
in or?
I guarantee you, John was like, I want this to look as real as possible. Just go for it. Just go for it. And you know what? I'm not having kids anyway, so who gives a fuck?
What does Nikki Bella think about that?
Ask Cooper DeJean.
By the way,
20 years younger.
shout out to Nikki Bella who said all this was predetermined on through the college football playoff.
And just like that, her Legends contract, poof, disappeared. Like a magic chick from Chris Angel in Las Vegas.
McAfee, they're doing a field pass for the college football playoff. McAfee and his crew, they're like, "Whoa, what are you doing?"
They all went on her, and she started laughing because that's what you do when you're nervous and realize you fucked up.
What are you doing?
The middle of the CFP semifinal, just it's all predetermined.
Yeah, it's all predetermined. Whoa! Hold on, it's still real to me, damn it!
Someone just pissed in their Cheerios, ladies and gentlemen. No, yeah, that was funny. This was obviously great too. Liv is a treasure, and she should be and will be, I imagine, champion after WrestleMania. How she gets there, Rumble, Elimination Chamber, I guess that depends really on Bianca too and her state, because there really is no one else that I want to see face Jade. So,
we should, when the Rumble's
end of January,
the 31st.
Yeah,
we should do the week of. We should do at least not. We should do there should be like lines out of who's more likely to win the Rumble, like betting lines.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, so we'll dive into that as we're
gonna do betting now. Fuck.
If only they paid for it. No,
that requires money for me to bet.
Actually, here in Ohio, predetermined bets, or we can't do fun prop bets or anything here in Ohio. It has to be just straight up sports bets.
I'm so glad I don't do any of this because there's so many rules. I just couldn't even.
Yeah, it's not. But Liv, I think you mentioned earlier in the show, Liv's going to be she's going to be one of those feature pieces.
Yeah, she's too good. And then when she talked about the whole when she got busted.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
Do you have any weed in your car? Yeah. And they find the vape pen. She's like, it's not mine, but okay.
All those shows, they do a great. Stephanie does a great job too with those her podcasts and stuff. It's actually pretty cool to see her go back her career and see all that play out. Next week, make sure you get DUBBY Energy, especially this weekend. Dubby.gg is the website. Promo code SHWP10. A lot of great flavors that you could definitely check out, including the Blue Rasp Purple Grape.
Exactly. New Year's, too. Everyone's back in the gym. Everyone's trying to get in shape. This is the time of the year where the gyms are overflowing, and you're looking for a good energy supplement. You're looking for a good way to kind of keep that energy going. This is where you start. It's clean. It's fresh. Tastes like you're licking a flower. Which flour? That's up to you because they have a lot of flavors.
Yes, they do. All right, next week. We got a packed show next week. We got Mike Fabert here in studio next week. He's going to talk about State Farm, his insurance plans and everything, plus the next Exodus Pro Wrestling show coming up where he will be competing, and we will pray for him against Brandon Beretta.
Getting deja vu.
I know. It's like we've been here before, but he'll be with us at studio during the second half of the show. Plus, we'll react to if Bron Breakker goes crazy or if they just let him be, or if he doesn't even show up on the show next week. We'll react to whatever happened on Raw, a couple other things. We do have something we got to address, and I want to take a little bit of the time to do it next week. Devon Dudley made some comments about Jim Ross, and there's a lot. He made comments. They're available via audio and video, and Jim Ross responded by video and audio. So we'll play both of those for you next week.
And you're going to like my take on that.
Yeah, so
because I know you're really interested in my take on a racist situation.
So we'll
I'm just digging the grave deeper.
But we was going to do that today due to time. I wanted to give it enough.
Yeah, it deserves more of a spotlight, and we can actually. Hopefully, I won't be dead next week. It may be a live show next week. It may be recorded. We'll see what happens. Depends on the bandwidth and if Anthony's Adobe is still covered. So we'll see.
I think we're going to be good to go on that front. I think we'll be good to go.
Well, hey, we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll
We'll see what happens.
But all that's coming up next week. We also have an AEW. I'm kidding. No, we don't.
Where the fuck did you see AEW?
No, I said we was going to have an AEW topic, and I did a review.
No, this is the first week we didn't, and you know what? I'm feeling good. As good as I can with everything else how I feel pretty good about that. So.
Oh, AJ Styles will be on TNA next week.
AMC, the debut. He will be there.
Yes.
A couple guys you're gonna see some more guys cross over. There's a lot of interest, and apparently, if he does sign with WWE, Chris Jericho has interest in doing work on TNA as well.
So as the weeks come along, we're going to talk a little bit about the TNA stuff as well. You might as well let that keep ringing because our show is done. Thank you for joining us here on this Saturday morning. Again, I got Buffalo, Seattle in the Super Bowl. I got Buffalo winning the Super Bowl.
I did one of those random things on Facebook where it rolled through all the teams when you stop as a team that wins, and it stopped on the Rams for me. So I think the Rams are going to win it.
Pete, you got something real quick?
Nah, I don't.
Jacob?
He's got nothing.
You guys fucking suck.
We were rooting for the Browns, but you know how that goes.
For the Super Bowl?
Also, Kevin Stefanski will be the next head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Have a good one, everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure.